Today we've got lots to talk about. We've got lots of canceled cruises. We've got Princess releasing a whole new season of cruises. And we're also going to talk about a very unfortunate situation that happened with someone. But if you've been around here long, I always try to learn from my mistakes, as well as when we share what's happened to each other, that we can go forward a little bit more well prepared. So we're going to talk about that today. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Thursday. It is March 27th of 2025. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please go ahead and click on that subscribe button, and we will look forward to seeing you here as often as you can come. Also, if you appreciate my updates, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so very much. Let's start at the top talking about the canceled cruises. So if you've been following along what Princess has been doing for the last 2 seasons, there have been sailings from Galveston on the Regal Princess. It was really big news when Princess moved a ship back to sail out of Galveston, and those cruises were supposed to have been done by the Majestic Princess during the 2026-2027 season. So it's basically the time of year from when a ship comes back from their transatlantic, repositions there, and then they do the sailings there until that ship is ready to run their transatlantic to Europe for the next season over there. And so it is the November 2026 through 2027 cruises that were scheduled on the Majestic Princess out of Galveston. It was a really big deal, like I said, when they brought the Regal Princess back and she started sailing from Galveston. So it'll be interesting to see if they change ships around a little bit, put another ship out of Galveston, or if Princess simply will not have a ship from Galveston during that season. So if any of you happen to be on a canceled cruise on the Majestic Princess, put that in the comments so we all know what's going on, and let us know, what are you going to do instead? What are you looking at, and what are you hoping to do? I've also heard some rumors about the Island Princess, but I haven't been able to find a firm sailing date that's been canceled. So if anyone had a cruise on the Island Princess that's been canceled, please drop that in the comments as well, so that we can kind of all stay up to date. If you do look at the Princess website, the last time I checked was about half an hour ago today, and it was still showing those cruises for sale on the Majestic Princess, even though we know they've been canceled. And so the lag time between updating their website is clearly there. So let me know what all of you are seeing as far as the cruises that you've got booked. The next thing that I want to talk about is really hard, and I really had a hard time trying to decide if I was going to talk about it a lot. I don't talk about a lot of overboard things. I don't talk a lot about a lot of things that happen on cruise ships. I'm more interested in sharing with you what we need to know about where there is to go in the world, how to enjoy it when we go, and things that I think you really need to go know about for cruising. So today I am going to talk about, there is a guest who is on board the Holland America's New Amsterdam, a 73-year-old woman who it says that her nationality is reportedly British-Czech, and she, as part of an excursion, rented a watercraft and lost control of it and hit a rock. And even though there was medical attention immediately, she passed away there. And so the really simple thing that happened of that is the New Amsterdam was a little late getting back into port, and the next ship departed a little bit later. It apparently sailed at 8 p.m. rather than earlier in the day when it was going to, because the ship had to stay there and do everything that happens with an accident like that. So first of all, keep your prayers and your thoughts with those people. However you do that, keep them in your mind, and like I said, in your prayers, however you do that, because they're going to need your love and support. This is a really hard thing. People go on vacation, and we all expect each other to come back from vacation. So this is really hard. But I wanted to tell you 2 things that really stick out. And one of them is probably more for me than for you, but it's a really good reminder for me. A couple of things. First of all, I often see people go on vacation, and the reason I say this is because people tell me they go on vacation and they're like, oh my gosh, I've never done that before, I want to try that. And so I always am thinking, and Alaska sticks out in my mind a lot with excursions, because there you can go, whitewater rafting, you can go kayaking, you can fly in a helicopter, you can ride a zip line, you can do all of these things, but it's a good reminder to me to stick within what I know how to do. I don't do those things anywhere else, and so I don't know why I would go suddenly on vacation and think that I am prepared to go whitewater rafting, because yes, you have excellent guides, yes, they do the best they can, but in the end, we all need to be prepared to do what it is that we're doing. So that was a reminder to me, and if you need to hear it, there you go. But the other thing, of course, I'm always telling you, make sure that you have insurance, because in this situation with this woman, her remains need to be flown home now. And even, if she's very experienced with watercraft, accidents happen, and that's why they call it accident insurance. So just make sure that you have insurance or means to take care of anything that could happen to you unexpectedly. And once again, let's keep them in our thoughts and prayers, and let's have a conversation about insurance in the comments. It's really important that we are all aware of what's covered, what's not covered. I'm always uncomfortable when I see people post a question on Facebook and they want to know something about insurance. When it comes to insurance, you're responsible for your insurance. You need to read the fine print and be aware of what is covered, because somebody can tell you what they think is covered, but you need to be aware of what is actually covered. And that's a good tip for you, and it's a good reminder for me too. Let's move on to happy news. Very exciting, because Princess has just announced their 2026-2027 Southeast Asia sailings. Now, of course, they're going to be on the beautiful Diamond Princess. The Diamond Princess is the ship that always does these sailings. Sometimes, like the sailing we've got departing from Seattle at the end of September, you will have a ship that's the Discovery Princess this time that will take you from Seattle, go all the way through Japan, Southeast Asia, end up in Singapore. But the ship that always does all of these round trips and the cruises right in that area is the Diamond Princess. So I wanted to just tell you some of the options in case you've had your eye on that region of the world. And even if you haven't had your eye on that region of the world, maybe something will catch your eye and you realize that you want to go see it. And so, first of all, they are going to be doing sailings that range from 10 to 31 days. And so really you can base it on your budget, you can base it on how much time you have, and of course on what you really want to see. And so I love that they have, and I should say, these cruises are from like October of 2026. The last one that is posted is March 1st of 2027, and it does not give any cruises for the Diamond Princess after that. So we don't know where she'll be relocating to next, or if they will be adding any sailings in Japan or anywhere else in 2027. We're still waiting on that. But wanted to let you know that they have a cruise that actually goes over New Year's. It's a 14-day. It goes to Malaysia, Thailand, and Vietnam. It's what a wonderful cruise that is. They've got a 16 and 24 days, so choose which one you want. That also goes to the Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand. They've got a 31-day, which is the longest. It's a Southeast Asia and Japan, and it goes to clearly a lot of Japan as well. So if you're wanting to see a lot of Southeast Asia and Japan, and you've got 31 days, that would be your best choice. During the course of these cruises, I love that they point out the UNESCO World Heritage Sites that you get to visit. So there are 17 different UNESCO World Heritage Sites that you can visit during the course of these cruises. So I think it's really important to outline the places that you really want to see, and then look at itineraries and try to match it up the best that you can. There are so many options with visiting that part of the world and tying it in with a cruise to Australia, because it is relatively handy there to go to New Zealand and Australia there. Just really, truly, the world is your oyster when you look at these Southeast Asia cruises and coupling them with visiting Bali and over to India. A lot of places to get to see. So just wanted to make sure that you're all aware of that. And on the Diamond Princess, they do a really cool job of trying to make those cruises there in Southeast Asia and Japan really special. They have sushi on board. They have very special Japanese-inspired cocktails by their resident mixologist, Rob Floyd. They have the Azumi bath that you can enjoy. They have folklore shows. They have regional entertainment coming on the ship. So they do their best to to immerse you in that region of the world. So let me know in the comments if you're looking at going to Southeast Asia. Alrighty, the last thing that I want to talk to you about is what's going on in Alaska, up in Anchorage with that Mount Spur volcano. So you might remember the videos that I've done, a couple of them. I've shared photos from one of our Let's Go family members who is right up there and thoroughly enjoying watching what happens with that volcano. It is close enough to Anchorage that the last time there was a major eruption, it actually made it so that some of the flights could not go because of the ash in the air. And there's been more activity in that volcano. The plume, they had a major, as it were, plume come up, and so now the seismologists and volcanologists keeping an eye on that volcano feel like an eruption is becoming more and more likely. And so I just wanted to share the photo our Let's Go family member sent to me and kind of bring you up to date on that. Cruises will be starting up there just in about 6 weeks, 5 weeks, and so it's going to be really exciting to see how everything happens with the season. In about 2 months, Gordon and I are going to go on a cruise, and we're going to end there in Anchorage, so we'll let you know what it looks like firsthand, but I thought it would be fun to stay up to date on that. So thanks for joining me. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.